for California Republicans and conservatives and patriots organizing and running good candidates, Pelosi would still be Speaker of the House. The road to the majority went through New York and California.
It was the New York map. And getting that New York map changed.
It's huge. And so I just want to encourage all of you in California that said, hey, never forget about us. Don't forget about us. You know what? Not only do we not forget about you, you might have just retired Nancy Pelosi. In fact, you did. Without California, New York rising up, and by the way,
it's kind of fitting, by the way, that it was the conservatives of California that retired Nancy Pelosi from California for so long.
And the states that didn't actually perform, Michigan did not perform. Pennsylvania did not perform. We did not win a consequential flip seat, unless I'm missing something, in Pennsylvania, Michigan, or Illinois, or Minnesota. So that kind of Midwestern...
Yeah, the Rust Belt.
Usually, and Ohio was very disappointing congressionally. We lost 3 winnable congressional races there, 3. And
a time where J.D. Vance wins big, 6.6%. You got DeWine winning by 25, some huge numbers for DeWine, who was, by the way, a huge lockdown guy, and we're not gonna forget about that. And at the same time, though, these maps in a lot of these states, Pennsylvania, like I've talked about the map issue there, the Supreme Court threw out the map that the state legislature had written, and they found some professor in California who basically punched something into an algorithm and said, okay, this is going to make the Democrats win, and that's what we're going to do.
And it should have been reversed. But what's so amazing, I mean, there were states that underperformed.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
Pennsylvania underperformed, terrible map. Ohio underperformed. Georgia underperformed big time in the congressional races that were competitive there. And so you kind of take those states together, but who made up the difference? California and New York made up the difference. If California and New York would have performed as horribly as Pennsylvania and as Illinois or as Ohio congressionally, Nancy Pelosi is still Speaker. So Pelosi is going to be retired because of the blue state, New York and California remnant that rose up and retired.
I almost think of them as like the resistance.
Spectacular.
They're like the underground, like the